Pressure notes. Pretty don't mean easy. Through the lens of singleism, beauty does not reduce discernment, and attraction does not remove boundaries. It teaches that appearance may invite attention, though character determines access. Singleism recognizes that being admired should never be confused with being available. Hey there, you're listening to Pressure Notes, where pressure becomes your power. I'm CandyJae, not just behind the chair, behind the mic, carrying the message and the movement. Let's slow this conversation down because somewhere along the way, people started believing that if someone is attractive, they must also be easy to access. And I disagree strongly. Pretty doesn't mean easy, handsome doesn't mean available, confidence doesn't mean interested. We've somehow allowed physical attraction to become an invitation as though beauty automatically creates entitlement. It doesn't. A person can be warm, kind, flirtatious, confident, even deeply sensual, and still have standards, still have boundaries, still have the right to decide who receives access to their heart, their body, and their future. Beauty has never canceled discernment. If I'm being honest, I think one of the biggest misconceptions people make is assuming attraction guarantees opportunity. It doesn't. And y'all, I strongly understand that concept because I'm a pretty girl and I sometimes take advantage of it. I bat my eyes, I smile, I soften my tone, I make the eye contact. I know exactly what to do. So I definitely understand it. However, I'm a evolved individual where nowadays those motions don't mean nothing really. Y'all, someone appreciating your appearance isn't the same as offering you intimacy. Someone smiling at you isn't promising your access. And honestly, I've learned that the more comfortable you become with saying no to what doesn't align, the more people confuse boundaries with being difficult, controlling, and manipulative. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just simply intentional. Moreover, at some point in life, you have to evolve, and comfort isn't the problem. Complacency is. Because the moment we stop nurturing what we value, we create room for toxicity to take root. There is nothing wrong with enjoying your beauty, nothing wrong with dressing well, nothing wrong with carrying yourself confidently. The misunderstanding begins when people assume confidence exists for their conception. It doesn't. Confidence belongs to the person wearing it. Beauty is an expression, not an obligation. You don't owe someone your attention because they complimented you. You don't owe someone your time because they pursued you. And you don't certainly owe someone access simply because they find you attractive. Standards aren't ignorance, they're discernment. Now, let me stir the pot a little because some fellas really be believing, oh, she fine. I know she easy. Us girlies be like, oh, he sexy. I know he talking to everybody and they mama. Hold on now. I'm thinking, since when did looking good become evidence of a weak character? That's a dangerous assumption. A person can look incredible and still require intentional effort. Matter of fact, sometimes the people with the highest standards are the ones who work the hardest to build their confidence. So stop confusing attraction with availability. Those are two different conversations. Pretty doesn't mean easy. It means someone took the time to become comfortable in their own skin. Honor that. Respect boundaries. Respect discernment. And remember, being admired doesn't obligate anyone to provide access, because beauty may catch your attention, though character determines who gets to stay in, y'all. Pressure reveals you to who you really are. Beauty may open someone's eyes, yet it should never override someone's boundaries. Attraction is not accessible, admiration is not entitlement. Pretty doesn't mean easy. It means I know my worth well enough to decide who experienced me beyond first impressions. Peace.